Most solopreneurs suffer from perfectionism. How do you know you suffer from it? Well, you agonize over details that most people won't even notice. Like if there was like a pause, hesitation, a period, a grammar, something along those lines, or an image, just the color didn't come out that much, or something along those lines, you're a perfectionist. If you have unrealistic, perception of what is good enough. What I mean by that is you have this huge roadmap and you have all these things to do, and you expect to have and you barely have any resources, and you expect to have this amazing video, to the detail, to color, just everything is just thought out and great. And you're expecting to do that in less than a month or a week or whatever it is when you have so many other videos you have to produce. That's unrealistic. You're a perfectionist. Or you end up procrastinating. So what that looks like is all of a sudden you have this detailed goal, right? And you're just thinking about all the systems and just how to get to things. And if you don't have exactly how to go from what kind of editor you should use, and that stopped you from the project because you want a perfect editor or some sort of tool, then you're a perfectionist. And lastly, it's more about if you end up literally just holding on to a finished product because there's just one little thing that didn't work and you spent literally time and time and time again without releasing, and you haven't released something, you're a perfectionist. So what is the impact of perfectionism? Well, the impact is huge. One of the impacts is it demoralizes you. You start thinking that you don't have a business. You start doubting yourself. You're really just paralyzed. You kind of get sad, almost into depression, and you don't get anything kind of executed. Everything is always in this working stage. So, and then lastly, perfectionism kind of switches the 80-20 rule, right? Instead, you're agonizing 80% of your time on something that's not even going to barely produce 20% of results. That's just insane, right? And there's the diminishing turn, the law of diminishing returns kind of says after a while, anything you work on is literally barely going to give you a return. So why are we insane? So here are things to get you out of this perfectionism mode. One thing is literally write down your goal, right? And put it into detail of what you want the outcome to be and why it's important. So anytime you're agonizing over this detail, be is this going to help me get this many more users? Will users even know this? The second thing is surround yourself with people you trust, and you're able to say when they read it and they say this is good enough, just edit these little things, you're able to trust them, and they're your champions. They encourage you to move forward. And thirdly, time yourself. Really just allot the time to be I'm only going to work on this 2 hours. This is going to be enough. I'm going to send it to somebody. They're going to look over it. And after they say it's a go, then release. And you want that other person, this is very important, you don't want the champions, the people you surround yourself with, to be perfectionists either, because that's not going to work. So those are the really three things. And we had a member, literally, he would take a month to do this video, and he would edit the which is, I get it. There's too many it's kind of crazy. The lighting that was just, you couldn't even notice what he was talking about with the lighting, and just all these things that nobody even thought of. And it was beyond it was unrealistic for a one-person team to produce this. So we challenged him and owners up to get him to produce one video for 4 minutes and then release it. And when we saw the video, we're whoa, this is great. And he's no, you noticed this. And we're no, we didn't notice all of that. And what he started doing is he started actually releasing things. He started getting more clients because people were able to see all his work. And then more people knew what he was up to. And then that actually shifted, of course, his revenue, his confidence. And then he was actually able to iterate and afford somebody to start actually editing the video. So all he had to do was deliver the content and then edit. So that is one of the most important things that you need to do. Really just trust and surround yourself with champions. And fortunate for Owners Up members, you're able to do that and things move quicker. So sometimes Owners Up doesn't have really a secret sauce, right? It just puts you in a team of people where you have routines to have successful habits that most successful entrepreneurs do, and having a team of champions pushing you forward.